Welcome to week 5 of the Scott County Public Library Summer Reading Program. This is the teen program. Today we're going to talk about bullet journaling. So bullet journaling, or Bujo, was created by Ryder Carroll, and if you ever have any interest in checking out his bullet journal method book, you may check that out at the Scott County Public Library. The journal is almost more like a combination of a diary and a planner. You create it yourself using certain key points that are set up in the book. It has an index, a key with symbols that tell you what you need to do. There is a future log that covers months in advance. There's a monthly log for more detailed information and a daily log. But if you look on Pinterest or if you just look on the internet in general, there are so many tutorials and so many different ideas and free resources. It's endless how much you can actually do with this journal. Alright, so let's talk about supplies. If you look at any of the original ideas for bullet journaling, it was really super simple. It's a journal like this with the grid paper and a black pen is basically all that you needed. But you can also use just any old notebook. You could use a binder. You could print grid paper directly from the computer. But now everything is so decorated now, so you could use cardstock, crafting paper, stickers, pictures. If you can't draw your own designs, you can print them off the internet. Some of them are even free. Markers, glue, Post-it notes are a good one. Washi tape is really popular. Ultimately, all you really need is a notebook and a pen. You can make it as simple or as complicated as you like, but it's best to start off simple. Okay, so let's start with the index. The first 4 pages of your journal are always supposed to be dedicated to the index. This will require you to put in your own page numbers, but if you do that, then you'll be able to go back and edit your index whenever you need to. You'll always be able to find what you're looking for. The key is probably going to be the most important part, because these are the symbols that you're going to use to understand everything that you've written in your book. The ones that I put here are the ones that the creator put in his book, but you can change them to be anything that you want. Up next is the future log. This is recommended to be 4 pages in length as well, and you split each page into thirds, and each third is dedicated to a different month in the future. Having these small blocks for your future months will make it possible for you to go ahead and record anything that you know is coming in the future but that you're not ready to go into great detail about. There will also be a more detailed monthly log when you get to a certain month. You will write the number of days in that month down, and then you will list the first letter of the day of the week next to it. That way you'll be able to go ahead and write down any specifics that you know of, birthdays, due dates. On the opposite side, there is a to-do list for that month where you can go into more detail about what needs to be done in that month. And lastly, of course, is the daily log, where you can put any information that you need and be as detailed as possible for whatever day of the week that you're working on. There are so many different things that you can keep in your bullet journal. These are just a few that I've seen. You could do a book tracker. The one that I have here, I actually printed from online. It was free of charge. You can put what books you've been reading, what books you want to read, how you felt about those books. You can have a vision board where you can put pictures of different things that you're interested in, things that you want to learn about, things that you need to get done. And then the one I think I probably benefit from the most is the brain dump, where I can put any loose bits of paper or Post-it notes with notes on them until I have a chance to go back and put them into my journal properly. If you look online, you will find a ton of hacks and tips to get your bullet journal started. Here are just a couple that I found that I thought I would share with you. If you want to make your own tab or divider in your notebook, you can just take one of the pages and fold it in half and then tape it down with washi tape. That'll make it so that when you close your book, you'll always be able to see that spot in the notebook. Another suggestion was if you're going to do a lot of coloring or use colored pens in your journal, You might want to carry an index card inside of your book. That way you can test the ink to make sure that it looks the way you want before you put anything permanent inside your journal. And lastly, if you need a place to store that index card or anything else you might want to keep in your journal, you can take an envelope and glue it or tape it down with washi tape inside of your notebook, and then you'll have some extra storage there. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed our video about bullet journaling. I hope it's something that maybe you can use in your lives as you go back to school. If you already do bullet journals, drop us a line and let us know. If you watch the video, send us an email and we will put your name in a drawing for a gift card from Walmart, and maybe you can get your own supplies to start your own bullet journal if you've never done it before.